Welcome back to Unbelievable English. Today, I'm going to be telling you about a game called The Game of Life Junior. This game is for our younger players, but it does have some English reading to do, so I thought it would be a good idea to introduce it to everybody. So let's dive right in and let's look at the components. First of all, every player in this game is going to be their own special card. Here's the blue card. There's the yellow card. They're all just a little bit different. They're all pretty cool. All of my students really like them. And then when you look at the board, you can see a couple of really important things. First of all, there are arrows telling you which directions you can go. So for instance, the blue car can pass the teddy bear picnic and can either turn left or can go straight, but it can't turn right because the arrows are coming back this way. That's the first thing. So there's the path that we're going to take. Unlike in the game of life, there is no end to this board. You just keep going in circles until somebody wins. And you'll notice on the board that there are all kinds of different places you can go. You can go to the zoo, but that's a little expensive. It will cost $1. But if you go to the snow fun zone, that's free. And you can make a snowman or go sledding. Pretty cool. You can play in the mud. You can go to the water park. All kinds of fun stuff to do. And the way we move around the board is by spinning the spinner. Now, this spinner is not attached to the board. It comes off. So if you're really rough, if you're really not nice to it, it'll do that and come flying off. You have to be gentle. And you spin the spinner. And you'll notice there's an arrow here that tells you how many steps you can take. You don't have to take all of them. So I just spun a 6. The spots on the board, there are the normal yellow spots, and those are just like action spots from the game of life. And this is really the reason I wanted to make this video for you guys. These actions all have different things that they say on them. So for my students who aren't very good readers, for those of you who are learning English and want a bit of a challenge, this is a pretty good one because they follow the same formula every time. They're very similar. So there are some that will earn you pocket money. Now, when I was growing up, we didn't call it pocket money. We called it an allowance. But basically, it gives you an extra $1 to spend on the board. There are cards called treasure hunts that ask you to look for something on the board. There's this very vivid, very beautiful board with lots of pictures on them, and some of the cards ask you to find specific things on the board, find particular things on the board. Some cards just give you stars. See, there's no question marks on those stars. It's just stars. This one says that you made the best cupcakes for the picnic. And the picnic, of course, is right over here, the teddy bear picnic. There are cards that ask you to finish songs. And some of my students might not know the songs, but we would help each other out. This one is Row, Row, Row Your Boat. So if you can finish that song, you would get a star. Some cards, and these are probably the hardest, say, act this out. And there's a picture of a couple of meeple doing something. So maybe you have to act out. You have to stand up and pretend to play catch with a ball made of air. And if you can get somebody else on the table to help you and to say the right thing, then you'll get a star. Then there are cards like this one, which ask you to give a star to somebody else. This says everyone, that means every player at the table, describes their dream party. What's your favorite, the most wonderful, the best party you can think of? And the player who pulled this card will give whoever said their favorite one. So I say that my favorite is an ice cream party. And Gugu says her favorite is a biscuit party. And Toby says that his favorite is a walking party. And he would give a star to whoever's party sounds the best to her if she pulled this card. Then there are cards that ask you to do something. So this card says, tell each player why you like them. So I would say something nice about every player at the table, and then I would get a star. And then there are some cards like this one, where something bad happens and you lose a star. This says that you wouldn't share your toys, and that's not a very nice thing to do, so you're going to lose a star. This game is all about trying to have the best day possible, and we're going to decide what the best day is by collecting gold stars by doing fun things. And here's my gold star book, my book of adventures, and I'm going to put my stars on there. The first person to get 10 stars is going to win. Every player will start the game with 3 VIP tickets, very important person tickets. And these help you when you go to specific places on the board. So for instance, if I go to the water park, I can use my VIP ticket to not get 1 star, which is what I would normally get by going to the water park, but I would get 2 stars. And that's the thing. So I can go to a normal spot and get an action card, or I can go to one of the features on the board, one of the cool places that I can visit, and sometimes I have to pay, sometimes I don't, but I will get a gold star by going to those things. If I have a VIP ticket, I can get 2 stars, but only once per game. Once I use my ticket, it's done. And of course, we have our gold star. Those are all the components of the game. And the gameplay itself is very simple. You spin the spinner, you move, and you either take an action card or you go to a feature, a place, and do something fun. And at the end of the game, the game ends when somebody fills their board with 10 stars. The first person to do that is going to be the winner. All right, guys. I can't wait to see you back here at Unbelievable English. Have a great day. Bye now.